Now, in what can only be called a poetic twist of fate, a son of immigrants of Indian heritage, Solicitor Neal Katyal led the challenge against Trump's arbitrary imposition of tariffs on other countries. Everyone wants to sell to America. It is one of the biggest markets of the world. In the case of India, it appears that the Indian 18% tariffs won't be changed. Hello, my name is Ashutosh Srivastav and I bring you the best from around the world. In a landmark 6-3 decision, the Supreme Court of the United States has struck down key tariff measures introduced under President Donald Trump, ruling that could have sweeping implications for global trade. The court invalidated two major categories of tariffs imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA. These included so-called reciprocal duties, which carried a 10% base rate for most countries and additional 25% levies targeting China, Mexico, and Canada over fentanyl concerns. For India, this is a major development. New Delhi had been subjected to reciprocal tariffs that were initially set at 26% during what Trump called the Immigration Day in 2025 April, which are now down to 18%. But hope is kindled not. India has also faced a separate 18% penalty tariff tied to imports of Russian oil. However, that duty was withdrawn earlier this month, and India and the United States reached a trade understanding, meaning the reciprocal tariff was the last major barrier. With that invalidated, Indian exporters are hopeful. The impact would be immediate. Sectors such as textiles, pharmaceutical, and engineering goods, which had been under pressure tariff of uncertainty, are expected to benefit. Analysts say businesses may now pursue refund claims worth billions of dollars paid under the invalidated duties. In fact, more than $175 billion collected globally under the tariffs could be now subject to legal disputes and reimbursement claims. At the center of the legal challenge was the Indian-American attorney Neal Katyal, who argued that tariffs amounted to unconstitutional taxes imposed without congressional approval. The court agreed, concluding that tariff authority lies with the Congress, not with the President, delivering a significant constitutional rebuke to Trump's trade strategy. Trump sharply criticized the verdict, as always, calling it deeply disappointing, and said that he was ashamed of certain members of the court. He praised dissenting Justices Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, and Brett Kavanaugh for opposing the ruling. Meanwhile, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal has indicated that an interim India-US trade pact is likely to be signed in March and operationalized by April, signaling a possibility of a reset in bilateral trade. As Congress and the White House weigh in the next move, the future of US tariff policy still remains uncertain. Thank you for watching.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.